Folks, this is alpug1, and I am very, very happy today to be with my friend Howard Zane, and we are going to talk about his great Howard Zane book. Howard, why don't we go ahead and talk about the book?
Well, here it is right here, and open it up and show you some pages.
All right, let me...
Now, this book was actually published in 2006, and the story behind it, I'm not really a writer, even though I did write this damn thing.
Mm-hmm.
It came about because I love model railroad magazines and train pictures, and Sandy, my wife, is a full college professor. She's retired now.
Okay.
She'd get upset with me just reading train books and more train books. Says, God darn it, Howard, you're illiterate. Says, you got to do something intellectual. So
Intellectual.
I told her, oh, well, whatever. I'm not going to say what I said to her. But she wrote a lot of articles and stuff, but she never actually wrote a book. So I'm going to outdo her. I'm going to write a book.
Okay.
So I decided to write this book. I took off. It's one of the reasons I sold my brass business to Dan Glazier, BrassTrains.com, because I wanted time to write the book. It took me about 3 to 4 months, and it turned out okay. I'd write a chapter a night and send it over to Fred Cherney, who designed the book, and he put it all together. And after it was finished, I sent the manuscript off to several well-known publishers, including the Model Railroad Press. And they all wanted it. But by the time it got down to it, they wanted to reinvent me. Sort of like the article I did in 2004 for Model Railroader. It was the second article I did for that magazine. You know, I'll give you an example. I wrote it pretty well. I didn't take the photographs. I did the writing. And I get a call from this fellow I know, and he says, Zane, I just got my model railroad. I read your article. Somehow I thought you finished the 8th grade.
Oh, for God's sake.
Well, run, Dick, run, see, spot the dog.
They can go to hell.
It was just terrible.
Right.
So any future articles I've written for magazines, there are probably about 4 articles I wrote for both magazines, Craftsman and Model Railroad. The deal was, no way unless they print exactly my words. They can change the grammar, they can change the punctuation, but they cannot change the content.
Right.
And that was fun.
So
anyhow, I didn't go with the publishers for other reasons too, because of cost. And then Fred, my designer, Fred Cherney, knew of a printer in Hong Kong. And he said, let's give this guy a call. So we contacted him, but he wanted a minimum run of 5,000 books. Now, how the hell are you going to sell 5,000 train show books?
Right.
Train layout books? No way. I wanted to have 2,000 printed. The deal maker was that his 5,000 books was cheaper than the 2,000 books that we were going to have printed here. So we went along with it. And they came back several weeks early. And not only that, they were besides being early, the quality was fantastic. So I figured I'd call Tommy Gilbert. He has a huge area behind the store. We store him there. It has about a 6,000 square foot area with a 12-foot high ceiling. Well, the first truck arrives, and it's a huge truck. And it wasn't a tractor trailer, but it was gigantic. As big as you go in a standard one frame truck. And I said, you got to be kidding me. Is that thing all full of books? And the driver says, what do you see the second truck? That was a tractor
This is
trailer.
absurd, yeah.
That was a 53-foot trailer with more books. So I said, oh shit, we're fucked.
So this is a big book. This is like a coffee table book, and it weighs about 4 pounds.
4.5, yeah.
Wow. And it has giant color pictures, about 450.
The photographs were done by Garen Mortensen. And he did a beautiful job. Here, I'll show you something. Now, in the back of the book, Al, some of the photographs we couldn't use, we made a library out of it.
Right.
And or a gallery. I guess we call it a gallery, photo gallery.
Right. Or we can flip the book.
Here's the epilogue. I was taking one of the editions. And that's our. And here's the gallery of photographs. These are all shots, still shots. And there's many pages of this.
Right. Well, there's hundreds and hundreds, 450 photos of the layout in this book.
Now, people have bought the book just for the gallery.
Right.
But the book is educational. I tell the story briefly of my life and how I got into the hobby. It's mainly how I do things.
Right.
How things, techniques I developed or techniques I I worked on. Some people think it's the Zane technique. My favorite quote out of history is from Harry Truman, which is, "The only thing new in life is the history you have not yet learned."
Right.
And so, even though I may have been the first, for me, it might be new to me. I'm sure somebody else has done this, like red rosin paper, scenery, and stuff like that.
Wow.
Anyhow, so I decided to write the book, and it turned out okay. It's they still pay. We still sell them. I never thought we'd sell over 2,000 copies. We sold around 4,200, I think, to date. Right
Wow.
now. I still got orders over the. My website's still up. It's called zanestrains.com.
Right.
Where you can order the book.
Or you can order it from me.
Or,
yeah, just go to alpug1 at verizon.net. Again, it's alpug1 at verizon.net. It's $69.95, and that includes shipping in the continental United States.
And I'll autograph it or put a personal message if need be. At the show, when I first offered this for sale, it was actually an October show in 2006. Sold almost 400 copies the first show.
Wow.
And one fellow came up and won 5 copies. And I said, "Oh, it's October, it's close to Christmas." "Oh, I assume you're going to use these for gifts." He says, "Nah, I want one in every bathroom in my house."
Yeah, I actually do have one in my bathroom,
Yeah,
I
there you
have
go.
to confess. It's better than having Penthouse or Playboy magazines in
It's
there.
kind of hard to take a dump with it because it's going to fall between your legs. It's too
Yeah,
damn big.
yeah.
So I'll do more of a. One of these days, I'll redo it in the bathroom version.
But folks, it talks about how he built the layout, pictures of the layout in progress being built, pictures during the build, after the build, the whole 9 yards. So again, we're going to have this on the website for sale. Just contact me if you want a copy. And because I live so close to Howard, I can get him to sign it and write whatever you'd like him to put in there for you.
Yeah, the comments have been 100% positive.
Wow.
So it's I had a lot of fun doing it. I'm not really an author, but I am a college graduate, so I can read and write.
Well, thanks so much, Howard, for showing us the book.
Oh, you're quite welcome, and thank you.